Even before you were born, your mom and I had so much expectations about what you'd do and who you'd be. When I close my eyes and dream about it, like any parent, you're very, very proud of your child. We're so proud of how you grew up.
Extraordinary from fikayo, tomory.
See a man diligent in his ways. He shall stand before kings. He shall not stand before mere men. You will stand before greater kings.
Ever since the age of 5, 6, I knew football is what I liked. Growing up watching football, at home the football's always on. This is where I'm meant to be at, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. I haven't really put too much pressure on myself, my parents haven't put too much pressure on me. It's just kind of been about enjoying it and, you know, seizing the opportunity.
Do you like the style of the look?
Yeah, I like the little background. When you look at the background there, it doesn't really look like it would do that, do you know what I mean? Oh, it is, so it's kind of facing this way.
That's just hitting that, yeah, that's right.
Oh, he's going to be asking me questions.
Yes, you can, absolutely. Johnny? Camera's rolling.
So, Dad, was there ever a moment where you felt like telling me this isn't for you? Like football, maybe you should try something different? Knowing how I was as a person.
I remember when we first turned up at Chelsea, you and I, and your mom as well, we all turned up there, not even knowing what all the razzmatazz was all about. And I remember going into the dome then at Chelsea, and we met so many parents who were saying, oh, they're taking their children to Arsenal, to West Ham, etc. Some are going to 3 or 4 clubs a week. And your mom and I looked at them and said, there is no way we're going to do that. He comes here, and if he's told to leave this place, that's it.
So once I've left the Centre of Excellence and we're going to a Cobham, obviously this is like proper Cobham, so this is where, you know, I see Tammy there, Dom Solanke. I noticed that I couldn't just pick the ball up and run through everyone. So after that, I got back in the car and I told my parents that, oh, okay, I'm not coming back here anymore, because it was obviously a level up, and my dad was like, no, you're gonna come back. And I think it wasn't a fact that he was like, oh, you know, you must be a footballer or you must play football. It was a kind of like, well, you know, you're at a level where you need to challenge yourself, because there's no point in you playing with people that, you know, you find it too easy. You know, if you come here and challenge yourself, you're obviously going to get better, and obviously I'm glad I had that take on it. Growing up at Chelsea, it was obviously a difficult time. People are getting released, and, you know, from when you're thinking, oh yeah, I'm playing for Chelsea, to what next? It is kind of a weird situation for a 9, 10-year-old to be in. And then again at 14, again at 16, and, you know, by those times, you know, you do need your teammates around you to kind of, you know, support you. Really glad that I actually managed to have that support system with my friends and family who just kind of kept me grounded.
When it got to the age of 16 for you to sign to Chelsea, that, I must say, gave me a slight concern, because I thought perhaps seeing a certain level of success in football might make you kind of forget that there's a life after football. But that is something you even addressed yourself, perhaps even better than I thought you would. No matter what football gives to you, it has a time limit. If you're lucky, 30. If you're very, very lucky, 35. But there's another 35, 40, 50 years beyond that. And it was important for you to be prepared for that. And I think whilst we were going through that journey, you also understood that purpose. And so we didn't need to drive that home.
When you really look up.
It was kind of like known in Chelsea that, you know, once you hit a certain age, you know, you go out on loan to prove yourself, and then you come back and then you can try your luck in the first team. All 3 of my loans really built something different inside me, not only as a player but as a person. And going into Brighton, I wasn't expecting to play that much because the team was kind of established. I was my first loan, I was 19 years old. Then going to Hull, I said, okay, well, this year I want to play as much as possible. Then going to Derby, my first season playing at centre-back where I played the majority of my youth career, was a chance to, show myself, that I can play at this level, that I do have potential and that I can be a player.
He's come a long way, and it's all his own doing. From the moment he came to Derby, he's shown a work ethic, a want and a desire to listen and improve himself. I think everyone saw in his performances in the Championship last year what he did, Derby Player of the Year. But then big question marks over him in the summer, can he do it in the Premier League? From my point of view, I had full trust in him, and I think he's done really well. It's important now that the hard work starts again. Been delighted with what he's done.
Now I've played for Chelsea. What was it like? What's it like when you see me on the pitch, when you're at the bridge? What's it like?
Obviously, football has been good to you, but I do think that it's good to see that your character has come through as well. Maybe you should tell me this. What is the quote I always give to you anytime I talk about you playing well or doing things? Can you remember any of them?
Everything yields to diligence.
Good. Everything yields to diligence, and I think in terms of your character, you've worked on it. In terms of football, you've worked on it. So it means a lot more to us, even than football, that your character is good, that you're level-headed. People, even at church, people say to us when you come to church and they see you, they expect to see some kind of air and grace about you, and they can't just believe how humble and level-headed you are, and how you still respect everyone and talk so nicely to everyone, and that means the world to us.
Oh, a good way out. Oh, my goodness me. That is extraordinary from Fikayo tomory.
As soon as I scored that, I knew it was a good goal. My phone was just blowing up. I got messages from friends, family, everyone. Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, everything was just blowing up. Everyone's showing me my goal and stuff like that. When I watched it back, I realised, wow, that was actually a really, really good goal. And obviously my first Premier League goal as well, so that was a crazy, crazy afternoon. We won the game 5-2. Tammy scored a hat-trick, I scored, and Mason scored. So, the three academy boys that did their first season in Premier League and in Chelsea, we scored, and we kind of helped the team win the game. So, yeah, that day was crazy. And then, the weeks after that, people were saying, "Oh, I saw your goal," and yeah, that was the first kind of time where I was exposed to that kind of, social media kind of blow up. So yeah, that was really cool.
Chelsea is a family. Some of the parents who have been on the journey with us are like family now. We're talking about quite a few years we've been on this journey together, and watching our sons play together. Chelsea has done so much for us, and I think the support we have received from the club has been immense.
I've been at Chelsea since I was 7. The one person that always comes up in every single journey has always been Tammy, because we've been together since we're 7 years old. Our parents are both Nigerian. We both grew up in Southeast London. We used to come in on the same days. We used to take the train into training together. We'd be playing pool, talking about what's going to happen, when we go full time. I think it definitely made our bond stronger. That really took our relationship to something different, I think. So I'm going to give you one last question. What do you think I can achieve in my career?
There's nothing you can't achieve. I thought you'd be maybe 24 before you get your first England senior call-up, but it's come at 22. So my expectation now is that you work hard and you build up on that, and that we'll be able to point to you on the TV or when we're talking to people that that's our son. And more importantly, I think, is for you to be a good ambassador of who you are, of your family, of your club, of your country. Yeah, that is what matters, really. And I think you and quite a few others are going to be great role models for those who are coming behind you, and that gives me so much pride. No time I've ever doubted you to do well and to do well on the football pitch and beyond.
Thanks for the interview, Dad.